Okie dokie. All right, welcome to Amateur Hour. We are back again on a Tuesday after the during the lovely Dragon Ball FighterZ maintenance, and we are going to be continuing our Soul Level 1 run. I don't think we're going to finish it tonight, and this might be a little premature, but I think we might be just a couple of segments away. We have some particularly difficult bosses ahead, but I'm optimistic. More realistically, probably 3 or 4 more sessions, but we will get there. And so we are about to hop in. I am gonna apologize. We had the snow apocalypse last week, and then I've been a little sick for the past couple of days, so we had some very spotty streaming this week, and so that is completely my fault. The snakes are also incredibly easy to kill. No, just that one in particular is scripted to make sure that anything you do will kill him without aggroing him, making him run away, etc. And this is one of the sections of Dark Souls that becomes a horror game, because as soon as we open this, something awful happens. But unsettling music aside, it is good to be back, and good to be back on Dark Souls. And I don't know what these things are called, but you can farm them for humanity, which is really nice. Is very helpful. You might hear me moving more in the background today. I was working from home because of the snowpocalypse, and you know, you're not supposed to roll an office chair over carpet for too long, and I've been doing that for 2 years, so it finally broke. Dead, and we should be able to just fight these. But anyway, so the chair I do use for my gaming PC broke, and now I am in my very comfy recliner that I've had for like 5 years at this point. Absolutely love this thing. And so you will probably hear me adjusting it more comfortable as I'm playing. Okay, these guys have a couple different attacks they can use, and I want to... Unfortunately, I have nothing but close range. Oh good, one-shot kill. Excellent. And they're close enough. Excellent. This is going well. Alright. I do apologize. I'm a little scatterbrained tonight. It's just been one of those weeks already. So it's a good thing we're playing Dark Souls to relax. And we're just going to overlook the fact I was very much not relaxed last week, dying to Artorias over and over again. This is Amateur Hour. I don't have to be consistent. Let's save a couple of great combustions for the snake men upstairs. These should be fairly easy to kill with just... Oh, I forgot they jump. Oh well, normal combustion kills. That is also, I believe, a grab attack, so we want to be careful. No, please don't. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank Win. And these two are actually tougher, but they're also not going to aggro until we get super close, so it's not a big deal. Let's just go up and hit them twice, or hit them 3 times. That works too. Also, fun bit here. The miracles that you pick up there, Soothing and Bountiful Sunlight, they can only be used if you're part of the Princess's Guard Covenant. And the lore tie-in is that Seath was actually allowed to basically do experiments, in quotation marks, more like sex-experiments, I believe. I could be wrong here. But with Gwyn's daughter, Guinevere. And that is how Priscilla came to be, and also why you have some monstrosities that represent the royal miracles, I mean the godly miracles and all that fun stuff here in Seath's castle. Please no. I could be mistaken, but I think this is actually the type of weapon here, these curved blades, that get around shields. So, blocking may not have been the smartest move there, but it's going to work out. And now that god-awful music has been stopped. And if I remember correctly, that shiny there is another Firekeeper soul, which we are happily going to try to get, but we are going to need to do some backtracking. So, our first goal here is to escape from the Archives prison, which is a library. Libraries are not necessarily prisons. They're supposed to be happy places. There are a couple items we can pick up here, and we're actually going to go to efforts to pick them up right now because everything is dead, with the exception of some cleanup we may need to do on some of the little guys, these folks here. With the exception of that, everything noteworthy should be dead. Oh, wow, that does no damage. Okay, well, luckily we have plenty of combustions, it looks like. I think they only have about 250 health, so we should be good just with a lone combustion by itself. Let's see if he'll get a little bit closer to the... Yeah, we're good with a single combustion. Alright, we're in business. We're in business. We're going to run up here first, because we're going to unlock the exit, and then there is a path up there. If you see that little bit of wooden... scaffolding that's coming off that cell directly above us, we're going to land on top of that and grab an item from up there. But in order to do that, we must come up here and use the platform up here by the exit. So I'm just going to open this for giggles. Oh, that's bad. Yeah. We're not supposed to walk directly off that. We need to actually angle a little bit to the side so we won't get deflected off that little ridge. So we're still in business. Interesting. Epic block skills. Or epic dodge skills. Excellent. This is off to a wonderful start. We already died like a fool. But dying like fools is the essences of amateur hour. As I said, scatterbrained. I've not been drinking, I promise you. Mainly because I never really acquired that taste. Epic parkour! Woohoo! Parkour is just falling with style. And white seance ring, excellent. So there is our other ring that gives us extra attunement slots. I'm pretty sure we can survive this fall, but, you know, we're gonna, be careful. we like being careful. The fewer deaths we suffer, the better. And we should still be low on humanity. Oh no, we got a lot of humanity. But this really isn't a great bonfire to kindle. It's actually completely severed from all the other bonfires. If we went to the warp option here, it wouldn't allow us to. And unlike the Painted World bonfire, we can't even teleport to this one. It is literally severed from everything else. Stop it. Oh, that's right. We need to pick up a key from down here. I forgot. My bad. That was my bee. I think it's this one here. I'm really glad we killed him. Because that would have sucked. I don't think we would have died. But the crystal soldiers do a lot of damage. As evidenced by the fact that a single buff from the channeler kills us. What am I forgetting? There is an extra prison key down here. Is it in here? Oh, crap. Yeah, and the shoulder charge is their weakest attack, I believe, so that's not boding very well. Yoink. Oh, wait, here it is. Yes, we drop down here and we would be trapped otherwise, so we get the key from over there. Okay. Crap, stop attacking. Let me kill you. Oh, I did want to take a second and mention, if you enjoy Dark Souls and you enjoy mods, there is a massive, massive mod being worked on right now by a team of modders. I believe they've got the guy from the Daughters of Ash mod for Dark Souls 1, and another big mod, the guy behind another big mod for DS1. It's a whole team, and they're working on a fully voiced and coded with, like, mechanics overhaul and everything. It's a mod, essentially, that is a sequel to Dark Souls 1, specifically the Age of Dark ending, where you actually don't kindle the first flame and let it actually smolder out. it looks incredible, and if you enjoy playing mods and enjoy Dark Souls 1, I highly suggest you go look it up. It is, it's called Dark Souls Nightfall, and they don't even have a release date for it yet. It is something that's, still very early on. It's going to take a lot of time to finish, but they've got an 18-minute gameplay trailer that's basically like the prologue, the introduction, and it's incredible. You literally start as just a nameless hollow in the Undead Asylum, and you go to try to leave the asylum, and you see the kiln of the first flame, and you drop down literally right as the chosen undead finishes killing Gwyn and walks away from the bonfire. So, and from there it gets really interesting really fast. So if you enjoy that sort of content, definitely go look up Nightfall. It is incredible. And if you enjoy comic books, go look up Batman Nightfall, because that was a great story arc. That was the one where Bane breaks the bat. Yes. Yes, it was Bane's introduction. Stop. Oh, what the? Well, that's disappointing. On many levels. The snakes caught me monologuing, as they tend to do. I'm kind of tempted to just homeward bone away so I don't have to deal with this. Okay. So remember when I very, very arrogantly said, "Oh yeah, we'll probably be done with the Soul Level 1 run in two more two more sessions." I was so very wrong. Well, there's nothing to be gained now from that 18,000 we lost. Let's continue. Excuse me. Oy vey. I deserve that. Oh hey, we got a humanity from somewhere. And we're off to a magical start. And we're just gonna forget these guys. I think they shot each other. What we want... Excellent. We don't actually need to kill him, but... Awesome! I think the Chandler's Trident does buff you as well, so... I was waiting for him to jump over at me. The Chandler's Trident does buff you as well, but what we're going to do first is actually come down here and activate this bonfire so that we are restarted down here. Or that we'll restart down here instead of back at the little prison area. Stop it. And quickly bonfire. Awesome. And we're good. Everyone's been reset to positions. We're going to kindle this one. Alright, and so we are going to head back because the Seath is down. You can't really see it from here, but there's a crystal cave past those trees. Seath is going to be down there, and that's where we're going to gank him. Okay, hold on real quick. We've done Bed of Chaos, so Seath, Nito, and the Four Kings are left. I still understand why I thought I needed to kill Four Kings before anything else. Stop it. But hey, we're allowed to make silly errors in judgment. I take it back, we need to come up here. We need to head right over here, I believe. Yes, we're good. Calculated. Dang it. Oh, good dodge. That was extremely lucky. Okay. Stop it. likes you. Alright. And now we hop down here. I was literally thinking, he can probably see me. But no, I was so cocky. I was like, no, he can't kill me. I haven't taken that much damage. The Channelers can shoot both Soul Arrow and Heavy Soul Arrow, and so I think that's probably what it was. Because I think I can take a Soul Arrow even with that little bit of fall damage I took. But I definitely couldn't take a Heavy Soul Arrow at this point in the game, and with little health, with what little health I have. Stop it. Alas, tonight will be a lesson in humility, just like Artorias last week. Stop it! No one wants you to dance. No one wants you to dance. And we are invincible in Dark Souls 1, and we do crap. Step right here. Oh! That was close. Yeah, we're gonna run down here into this... Oh, God, no! So as I said, tonight is going to be a lesson in humility. The tears are starting early tonight. Okay, this is cool. We're fine. We're good. It's cool. It is cool. Why won't you break? I know I call this amateur hour, but I'm really going to live up to the name tonight. We will be lucky if we kill Seath once. Ironically, we only have to kill Seath once. That was the joke. Leave me alone. Alright, there we go. Stop it. Dodge like a pro. Ooh. Now it's just a longbow. We have a crossbow, sir. That's all we need. No, I don't care about you. I'm invincible! Oh god, I was scared that wouldn't work. Yes, excellent. Success. No one's behind me. I can run freely, and this time we're not going to screw up. Oh, thank god, we almost did. And epic dodge. Now we have the shortcut to Seath. Hurrah! But Selmia, you left souls back there. Yes, yes I did. And I'm okay with that. Oh god, it can see me from there. What the heck? I don't like this. Blue Titanite chunk. Is the... I'm trying to remember. Is the giant key down here, or is it somewhere else? No, that's not a mimic. Okay. There is a mimic in this room. I forget which one it is. There's the Channeler's Garbs. That's not a mimic. Yeah, there it is. Okay. We'll run back and get... Ah, there's the mimic. Alright. And a normal combustion probably would have killed too, but we are going to, Imminent Miscreant, I like that. Oh, but you have to pull out an orange soapstone to rate, and we're not going to waste time on that. That was one of the things they changed in DS2. Yeah, in DS2 and DS3. You don't have to have an item to rate messages or write messages, which is fantastic. Okay, now that we've got that key, let's run back, and we're going to actually gank him. We're going to head back so we can get that Firekeeper soul, and then we will be on our way. Oh, come on! I am so surprised I didn't die. Truthfully, this is an amazing time to be alive. Stop it! Hey, I got my souls back! Success. See, we saved the 2,000 souls. It was important. guys. It was important. Settle dodge. I just barely shielded in time, but I'm not sure I needed to. Alright. Yeah, it takes two anyway. Might as well just use a... Really? Guys, I thought we had a special bond. We saw those beautiful vistas together. Awesome. No one else. Okay. And we're shimmying down there. We're gonna have to kill those weird... I think they're called Scyllas. S-C-Y-L-L-A, I think. I'm not 100% certain on that, but... This is just that kind of day. So after this, I think what we'll do is try for 4 kings, because that is probably going to be the most difficult boss fight that we're going to do on this run. Manus is not going to be easy, but he's in the DLC, and Calamete's not going to be easy either, but... Actually, we may have a strategy on Calamete that will make that easier, but I'm not going to count my chickens before they hatch. Excellent. I love how you guys get so close together. Oh, please no. Oh, that's right. Normal combustion kills. Why am I wasting time with great combustion? Why am I wasting great combustions on weirdos? Oh, crap. Nope. I don't want this. I got stabbed. I got violated. I don't want this. I now have a hole in my chest. I'm Yamcha. This is the 4th stage of the grieving process. We're now in depression, and that's just what it's like playing Dark Souls. You go through the 5 stages of grieving: denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. Acceptance that you love a game that wants to murder you every chance it gets, and it is difficult living with that realization. But, you know, sometimes it's worth it. Sometimes it brings great joy to your life. Oh, thank God. That one ran into it. Just out of curiosity, the channel stride and drop is like less than 1%, but if it does, I'll at least feel a little bit better about this run. Stop it. Yes, 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 we know your deal. Come at me. Stop it. Oh, oh, and I did confirm, I believe. as confidently as I started that sentence, I immediately crumbled. I believe I confirmed that you do get a buff to your pyromancies with Bellowing Dragon Crest. So let's actually see. 51 divided by 4 is 12.5, 12.7. Okay, so we need to shed some weight. So there goes the axe. We're not using it. We're not realistically using it, at least. That is going to be a much more selective thing that comes up. You need to shed 1.8 more pounds. Okay, light crossbow is also going to be very selective. At least we're fully outfitted now. My resistance is nothing. Why am I even wearing clothes? We may shed some clothing, guys. Nude souls, woo! No, not nude souls. I could get taken down for that. Okay, so now we should one-shot the snacks with our great combustion. Hot damn, it works. I mean, hot darn. No, please no! I know we're not friends, Mr. Snecky, but please, don't kill me. I'm too pretty to die. Look at this face. Look at this horrifying, horrifying face. Have I made the joke that I look like Stick from Daredevil as a zombie? I have made that joke, but you know what? We're gonna make it again. I look like a zombified Stick. It's Marvel Zombies up in this Dark Souls. I thought I heard movement behind me. Dark Souls will make you paranoid. Paranoia is the 6th step of the grieving process. Dab dap. That's how you remember it. Dab dap. Depression, anger, bargaining, depression, acceptance, paranoia. Oh. I was so pretty once, before I had a hole in my chest. Oh god! I forget what that does, but I want to find out. Oh man, that's nice. That's awesome. That's what we want to see. No fa! Now I know what you're probably thinking. Why hasn't he switched to a ranged spell yet? Well, we are. I'm tempted to use Firestorm. Just burn them out. Did I not buy Great Fireball? I may not have actually, now that I think about it. Okay, well, let's just take a normal Fireball. We have wasted 30 minutes on this session already. And we are no closer to beating Seath. I take it back. We are closer to beating Seath. We've unlocked, excuse me, the path to him. We're not doing as terribly as we could be. We've just had some minor setbacks. Yoink! And now let's run past everyone, because no one fights in Dark Souls. This isn't a murder hobo simulator. Oh, they can actually climb down this. Oh, that's cute. I didn't realize they could do that. I thought they just fell. The more you know. Bum bum bum. Just imagine I'm a whatchamacallit, a public service announcement. Are they still following me? They are. Ah, yeah, I don't want him coming up on me while I'm dying to the Scylla's again. Oh, wow, the Dragon Crest Ring does so much damage. Why haven't we used this sooner? Because I thought it didn't. That was my B. Let's go with the Great Android 16. That was my B. Hey, boys, how's your health plan? Yes! Oh, this is so cathartic. Creepy, weird Scyllas. And the two in the corner shouldn't be aggro-y. Well, I guess they can be. Wow, that one killed outright. Awesome. Man, Fireball is so nice. Also, fun fact: I believe, if you spoke with Logan, oh no, we didn't unlock him. That's why. So if you save Logan from Sen's Fortress, he will appear at Firelink Shrine very briefly, and then he will come here, and you can save him from this area. And then when we go back into where we were just at, I'll show you. He'll actually be studying Seath's archives, and he'll have a new set of crystal spells that you can purchase. And if you purchase everything from him, and then talk to him a couple times, he'll actually go hollow. And you can battle him and get his whatchamacallit, his big hat. You'll get the big hat of Big Hat Logan. Ooh, 11 Estus. 20,000 souls, that seems like a lot to lose. We'll be fine. We are actually going to adjust here, so let's do... what is the best way to do this? So here's what we're going to do. Attune, we're going to want Firestorm to try and rack up some damage. Combustion, Power Within. So there's a trick you can use with the Seance Ring. So basically, the Seance Ring gives you additional attunement slots. If you unequip the ring, you will then lose the attunement slot. So you can equip something to it and then unequip the ring after you've expended that usage. So for instance here, Power Within only has one use. We're going to use Power Within and then unequip the ring to put back the Sorcerer Ring on to get the buff. And basically we get a free extra slot we're never going to use. Now, there are some items and some things here that are kind of fun to get on a casual playthrough, or if you're kind of maxing a character. We don't care about any of this. And we don't care about the NPC questline that happens here, because we're just trying to get through the game and kill all the bosses. So we're going to run directly to Seath. It's mainly crystal golems. They have high magic resist. I'm playing a magic resist character for casual play, I think on Switch. I mean, they're playing on Switch or PC. I forget which one I made it on. But I did come to the realization recently that those things are incredibly resistant to magic. Oh, and you may notice I'm walking on air. There are fun songs about that. But no, what's really happening is this is a very magical place, and so some of the crystals are actually invisible, and we're going to just walk on them casually to continue where we're going. Now, there are some prism stones, which are little stones you can get that kind of mark your path. You get them from that little ramp we walk down in Seath's Archives to get here. You drop those, and you can drop them ahead of where you're at to actually indicate where you're supposed to go to mark the path. We've done this a few times so we know where to go. Also, people tend to mark signs on the path so you have an idea of where it's at. Now, there is something here that's going to be kind of concerning for our first playthrough, because there is no fog gate at the end of this little cavern. But if you see that sparkle, that is inside a second chamber. So this is the first area, the past that little door you can kind of see around the sparkle, that's the second area. When we get to the second area, a fog gate will spawn, and it will cut off the crabs from following us. But the crabs can follow us for now. And so we could quit out and despawn them. We could just ignore them. We could fight them. We're just going to ignore them. But what I think I am going to try is try and wrangle a few of these. I'm going to try and wrangle a few of them away. And then run ahead of them. Oh, we're already making a horrible mistake. Alright, we're just running for it. Excuse me. Okay. Oh, we might have actually gotten there before any of the crabs passed into the room. Excellent. Excellent. Alright, now for the fun stuff. So if you remember from last week, Seath is invincible. He's invincible because he's figured out special magics. That crystal is basically... I don't know exactly how it's explained in the lore, but essentially think of it as a lich, and that's his phylactery. The crystal prevents him from ever actually dying. So we destroy the crystal, we can kill him. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to let him come towards us for a little bit. We're going to take this time to cast Power Within. We're going to let him close the distance because he's going to get stunned whenever we break the crystal. We're going to take that chance to run in and do a Firestorm. There we go. Oh, thank God. Should have this. Boom, excellent. Super, super fast. Power Within, Crown of Dusk, and the Sorcery Ring amp our combustion up to insane levels, and... Actually, Firestorm RNG was bad on that one. He didn't get hit by very many of those at all. But ultimately, it all works out. I'm tempted to go buy a bunch of bolts because we don't really have anything to use this on otherwise, but let's repair because we've died several times. Let me think, is there anything from here that we want? Because at this point, this is a very, very quick playthrough of Seath's Fortress, or sorry, Seath's Fortress, of the Grand Archives. confuse Seath with Sen. This is a very quick run-through of it, so, you know, there are some items you can pick up. There are a couple of NPC quest lines that intersect here, as we already, you know, we talked about Big Hat Logan, but Rhea of, I believe, Astora, she's the cleric that we're going to see in Nito's, in the Tomb of the Giants. And then also, everyone's favorite Onion Knight, Sigurd. Sorry, Sieglund. Sigurd is Dark Souls 3 Onion Knight. Sorry, he's everyone's favorite Onion Knight, because he's awesome. But really, there's not a whole lot to be done here. Actually, here's what we'll do. Let's warp to... I don't know why I didn't heal. Unless something hit me. Nah, it doesn't matter. Let's warp to Firelink. We're going to drop off a bunch of stuff on What's-His-Face, and we're going to buy a bunch of crossbow bolts, because they never go out of style. Now, another reason to do Four Kings first is that it's fairly quick. Oh, which, I forgot to... Did we ever... make it to Tomb of Giants? We did not. We're going to have to do that fresh. Okay. Okay, that's fine. It's not the end of the world. Oh, actually, we killed Seath without even using the sorcery ring. That's interesting. The man, the myth. Thank you, NTX. I appreciate you, buddy. I am no myth or legend, but I am a man. We have beaten one boss so far, and we are going to be hopping straight into what comes next. But first, we are going to feed our buddy here some crap, so we can, you know, have some items, or get some souls that will be useful to us. Don't need egg vermifuge. We're not going to get infected with the egg status effect. Of course, now that I say that, we probably will. Also, always sell the lost undead souls, because they sell for more than they're worth if you use them. Rubbish has no value. Rubbish has no value. Gold coin is strictly just for selling. Titanite chunk. Oh! That's right. We can get... Okay, that's cool. So we should be able to actually get plus 12, I think, on that crossbow. So now we're just selling everything we can't use. The broken swords are not any help to us. And the hilt is neither. Fun fact, the straight sword hilt and the broken straight sword, those are essentially useless weapons. Like, their biggest use is as challenge run items, because it technically does more damage, I believe, than your fist. So it's basically like the only weapon you can wield that's just slightly better than doing a fist run. But those actually can be used with the Soul of Sif to create Artorias' greatswords. And you can either create his true greatsword or his cursed greatsword, which the benefit of the cursed greatsword is you can actually fight the ghosts in New Londo without using transient curse or being cursed. Because that's the problem with them, is that they will... excuse me. They will be... creatures that you can't actually do combat with unless you're cursed, and so that's the downside to them. I can't use that. Definitely can't use that. Morning Star we can use. Can't use Dragon Tooth. Ironically, the Spear we can't use. We don't have enough dex. Channeler's Trident we can't use, but I do believe the whatchamacallit, the buff that it imparts will work anyway. We need to test that. Let's test that real quick. Not our crossbow. We like our crossbow. We'll keep a catalyst just for funsies. We want our target shield because that still can parry, and that's going to be extremely helpful to us. And we'll feed the shields off, because as long as we keep one that has 100% physical reduction, that's the most important thing. Blood shield, gargoyle shield, crest shield. And we definitely can't use those. Okay, now our inventory is much lighter. We don't have anything that can make use of that. We don't need any mid-range armor. Basically, we need light armor or the heavies. Don't you just love the noises that Frampt is making? Sorry, Thief Mask, you're my favorite mask, but we don't need you. Brass we don't need. Keep the Dusk stuff. We'll keep the Gold Hemmed. We don't need Oswald's garb. Maidenhood doesn't make sense. I've never actually used it, so I'm just like discharging it without really knowing here. But I think we are only going to need one set of heavy-duty armor and then our robes. And I know. The Painted Guardian items actually have high magic resistance. Fangboar Helm is awesome. Gargoyle Helm is awesome. We'll keep Stone and Hobble because they're both good. Sack and Sunlight Maggot is extremely useful to where we're gonna be going. All right. Well, we are actually feeding these items to Frampt, and so that's why he's making all those funny growls. It's actually kind of strange, because they give you actual vendors you can sell crap to in Dark Souls 2 and 3. It's only in 1 that the only way to get rid of items you don't need, you feed it to him, and he literally eats it and spits out souls. It's a very strange business procedure, let me tell you. Alright. So, we've got all these souls. Let's go buy a metric ton of bolts. Okay, here's what we'll do. We will buy several bolts. Not completely fill our inventory, but we'll buy several. And then we will actually go to New Londo, because we're going on a little bit of a few souls on hand for once we get the very large ember. And once we drain New Londo, we'll be able to get the very large ember and at least get the crossbow, I think, up to plus 12. With the 2 chunks we have in our inventory. You can't buy chunks. You can buy, did we already give you the item? Were we nice? Yes, we did. You can give, I'm sorry, not give. You can buy shards and large shards to get up to plus 10, and you can buy green shards to upgrade magic items or enchanted items, or the different types of infusions up to plus 5, I believe. But as far as any of the different types of chunks or the slabs, you have to find those in the world or find them from drops.
Put some.
Shut up, Chester, you gigantic jerkwad. We don't like Chester. Wow, we can't even buy it. Okay. Okay, we've already got 4... Tell you what, we'll get 300 sniper bolts and 300 heavy bolts. Nice. We'll do 400 heavy bolts.
So long.
Excellent. Alright, and now to New Londo. We're going to start setting the stage for the Four Kings fight. That will be a very interesting fight. Because with the strat we're going to use, we're actually going to need to use Power Within. We're going to need to use Power Within and then drop down into the fight. Because when we fought Sif, and the reason Sif, as sad of a boss battle as it is an unavoidable boss battle, is the ring that it gives you, you have to fight the Four Kings. There is no way around it, unfortunately. And so, we have to have that ring equipped while we fight it. Once we beat the Four Kings, either if we just come back to that area via warping, or if we were to actually beat the Four Kings before Anor Londo and unlock the other serpent, Koth, you'll be able to just walk around freely down there. You won't need a Sif's ring attached, but up until you beat the Four Kings, you do need the ring. So we are going to have to sacrifice one of our 2 ring slots to it, and so what we're going to do is take off the Seance ring, and in hindsight, I really should have... Crap. I really should have taken Firestorm and Power Within off, but we'll make this work. We'll make this work. Sadly, the best run might be just to bum rush the chapel that the dude is at. Transient Curse. Oh, we only have 2. Crap. We may need to go and buy Transient Curses. There are a couple places here that Firestorm might actually help us, but I'm not going to worry too much about it. We are going to pop a curse right here. We definitely don't need Power Within, so let me go ahead and equip that ring. Good. We're one-shotting the ghosts. Excellent. And actually, Combustion may be all we need here. If we need to come back down, we may just attune 2 Combustions and leave Firestorm for crowd control. Because there is one area where we can get really, really badly surrounded by the ghosts, and so Firestorm is actually something that may be useful there outside of a boss battle where you've got a big target that you want to be able to hit. Oh god, why? Stop it. Ooh! Awesome. Okay, so the ghosts drop Transient Curses or Ghost Blades, I think they're called. Ragged Ghost Blades. And we're going to run past these guys, ignore them. We're going to pick up some Transient Curses down here. Oh god, why? Oh god, they're all here. Crap. And this one pops out of the ground. A little spooky-like. And our Londo is New Londo is a very spooky place. Stop it. No one likes you. Okay, so Transient Curses, so we don't have to pick any more up. Stay close together. Thank you. Good ghosts. Good ghosts. Oh, got them on counterframes. Yeah, we're running low on combustions already. Crap. There's not too many more we have to fight right now, though. We should be able to unlock the shortcut right here. So, boop. We're good. And now for the fun part. Okay. That was actually not as useful as I would have hoped. Oh, crap. Oh, please don't. Oh, please make it, please make it, please make it. No! And heal. Heal quickly. Heal, 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 heal. Yes. Alright, awesome. 100% calculated. That is exactly what I wanted to happen. And so this nice man here is going to give us the key to drain New Londo, so we can actually get down to fight the Dark Wraiths and the Four Kings. If we came here before New Londo, because he only accepts you as, someone who can fight the Dark Wraiths, if you have the Lord Vessel, you have to kill him. Which is a shame, because he's really nice, and again, to the best of my knowledge, he's the only person who cures Curse. Except for Purging Stones. I think they will actually break Curse, but I forget where you're actually able to buy them. But at this point, we're actually pretty far past anything that could curse us, I believe. And we're just going to run past the enemies. I thought that was humanity. There is also one of the rings that will prevent us from losing souls or humanity up there on top, but we don't really care or need that right now, so... It's there if we need to come back and grab one from the world, but it's not something that's essential. And we're going to drain the swamp. I'm sorry, New Londo. And so our very first stop from this point is actually going to be the Valley of Drakes. We're going to run back out to those doors and hit the bonfire, because I believe the Valley of Drakes bonfire is closer than just going through here. And so once we get that bonfire, we're going to run and get an Ember, and then we are going to attempt to take out the Four Kings. So, let's let's come back here and... Oh god, why? Oh, thank god. My curse hadn't worn out yet. Whew. That was terrifying. It actually is going to be kind of tempting to go get the Ember first. Yeah, let's get the Ember first. Come on, Dark Wraith. So these things are fun because they can actually, it's low drop rates, but they can drop a lot of useful items. They have a low drop rate for Titanite chunks, an extremely low drop rate for Titanite slabs, and a fairly low drop rate for Dark Hands. They can also steal your humanity, so we want to avoid that if we can. And we're going to run past crap here. And go to the right because there are stairs. And we're going to just bum rush. Oh, almost ran off the edge. We're going to bum rush the Ember, which I believe is up the right. Would have been nice to be certain, but that's just where we're at tonight. I haven't run for this recently, so I'm kind of trying to remember. There it is. All right, it's in the chest. Yatta! The Dark Wraiths follow us. As far as I can tell, we're going to pick up that item because I believe it's a Brave Warrior Soul. We're going to pick up that item and then run back out and go to the Valley of Drakes. And the way we entered is from over here. No, please. Okay. And with a little bit of luck, we should be able to just run straight through. Because they're all going to turn and try to chomp or shoot lightning. We should be able to just get right past. Oh god. Please no one fly at me, because that will gank me at this point. I heard flight. I heard flight. Okay. Not even scared. Perfectly calculated. There was no risk of dying there. What are you talking about? Okay, so let's go drop off the Ember, upgrade our crossbow a couple times, and then 4 kings. 4 kings. Hold on, real quick, I want to check something. Yeah, okay, we already got that. Oh, we used the axe to kill the Centipede Demon, that's right. Alright, warp to Undead Parish, that's where we're going. Okay, so I'm not really sure how much is left at this point, because 4 kings are their own individual boss. Like, that branching path after, in the second half of the game, it's literally just 4 kings. There's no other bosses you fight on the way there. So we might be getting pretty close to all bosses complete. Yes, absolutely. Have a very large Ember. Use it in good faith, Andre. We like you a lot. I think crossbows can only be just straight incremental improved Titanite chunks. So we'll probably need 4 or 5 more to get to 14, and then that slab in our inventory will push us over, but that's fine. Nice. That is some decent damage for someone with absolutely no dex investment. And we shouldn't have come here. Crap. Actually, no, this is fine. This is fine. So what we'll do is we're going to go back down past Andre, and we can get back to that bonfire we were just at. It's the one we're going to use for the 4 kings. Now, I've talked about this in the past. Pray thee be careful. That is a fun thing. They did a lot of fan service in Dark Souls 3, and that was something, is that they brought back Andre of Astora randomly. He was not in DS2 at all, and yet suddenly he's back randomly for Dark Souls 3, which is fine. We like him, and we don't like to squander his work. But we can get back to that bonfire we were just at from right up here. We're just going to walk down these pathways. And then the Four Kings, I've talked about this in some of the previous streams, that is one of the more unique boss battles in that we're going to tackle that boss in pretty much a different way than any other boss in the game. Because the Four Kings are on kind of a soft time limit. The way the boss fight works is that multiple kings will spawn into the fight as it goes on, and there's a max of 4, but you actually can get more than 4 kings in the boss fight. So there's a great channel on YouTube called Limit Breakers, or I believe it's called Limit Breakers, that does stuff like that, where they'll try to figure out like all sorts of just weird things in Dark Souls, like what the theoretical max health regen is, what the theoretical lowest like stamina regen is, like just random stuff like that. And so at one point they tackled how many kings can you spawn in the Four Kings boss battle, and it takes a bit of effort, but you can spawn 13. 13 kings throughout the fight with a max of 4. Basically, you let 4 spawn, and then you slowly whittle away at them with a very unique damage method that actually does less damage to each individual king than it does the overall health pool. And so you essentially can kill 9 kings in that time and have 4 that are on the field, so that's 13 for total, I believe. But, so the thing about it is that once multiple kings spawn, it becomes one of the hardest boss battles in the game, nigh unwinnable. And so the whole trick for us is we want to be able to take out the 4 kings before it gets that far along. Now, we're going to be hard-pressed with the items we have, and we are going to have to sacrifice a ring slot to the Covenant of Artorias, which will allow us to actually walk in the arena without just falling to our death. So what we're going to do is equip the Seance Ring. We're going to get as much as we can get, which I believe we should still have power within attuned. No, we don't. Okay. So what I'm going to do is attune power within, and actually, we don't need fire. We don't need Firestorm. The reason Firestorm is useful is that it's very RNG heavy. It will just like cover an area in Pillars of Fire. But the Kings, despite being fairly large enemies, they're more large vertically. They're not really large horizontally. So we would need even better RNG than, like, say, what we got on Sith to knock out 2,000 health right off the start of the fight. We would need much better RNG than that to even get a couple pillars to hit a king, or at least from my knowledge. So we're going to rely on combustion specifically. We may need to actually, we are going to go ahead and equip the axe, because we're going to be over-encumbered anyway. The whole strategy for this boss battle is we're going to go in over-encumbered and as gutsed up as we can, and we're going to just basically try to tank as many hits as possible from the 4 kings while laying into them constantly with combustions and with our spell buffs. So once we run out of great combustions, I'm actually going to, in between king spawns, assuming we can stay ahead of the king spawns, I'm actually going to equip the bellowing, the Dragon Crest ring to give us the sorcery buff, because we won't need the extra slot at that point either. So we're actually going to lose both of our Seance rings as this boss battle goes on, and swap out to other things. So for right now, we're going to remain nimble. Yeah, I guess. This is difficult. Trying to decide what's the best route for this. We'll equip the shield when we get there. But once we put on the armor on this next run, I'm probably just going to leave the armor equipped and go. And just ignore what's happening. Or just run past them over encumbered. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Dragons won't follow us in here. Crap. Oh, thank God. Thank you, vertical height. Whew. close. And we're just gonna run straight to the boss battle. We're gonna ignore all these enemies. There are also some useful items in this area, but for right now, we're not worried about it. We should be able to always bait out that attack and just ignore him. And then the next biggest part is just there are a couple of dark wraiths in here. The one on the left can sometimes screw with us, so we're good. Alright, we should be fine. So once we run past this, we can actually run just right off the edge and drop to the boss battle, but while we're trying to get set up, we don't want to do that, so we're actually going to run all the way to the bottom. The ghosts can pursue us in here, so that's why we are going to just run as far down as we can to try and just increase the distance the ghosts have to go to follow us. So let's get down here, and then we will get loaded up from there. Okay, cool. Alright, so we want the axe, and we're going to leave the Grass Crush Shield equipped just because, and I think upgraded stone armor is better than hobbles. At least for what we're facing. Okay, so we are going to... Oh, crap. We are overweight. We can't even dodge. Okay, we can't run. Okay, that's actually the problem. We need to be able to run. Dodging we're not going to try, but we need to be able to run. So let's unequip. And we can run. Okay, sorry Grass Crush Shield. We are not going to use you. Alright, so we're going to equip Power Within and then equip the Artorias Ring. Alright, we lost Power Within. Alright, let's see if we can pull this off on the first try. We got 10 Estus. Let's go and heal up. I think he always spawns to the right. Ah, there he is. Okay. Start the clock. Every 60 seconds, a forking spawns. That's bad. Ooh, tanked. Oh, that's bad. We just gotta... Oh, crap. Dang it. This is going as horribly as possible. We don't want the combustion attack, and we don't want the lifesteal. Okay, we're gonna have to waste... There we go. And we want to keep attacking after he dies so we can still do additional damage. And... Ah, dang it, I hit the pause button. Crap. Okay, I was not counting how many Great Combustions we used, and that got us killed. Okay. However, we almost got him to half health for the overall health bar, so this was actually a very good start. We're going to attempt to run back just as we are. And actually, first, let me re-equip Power Within. So that was the problem. We need to count how many Great Combustions we use, so that way we know when we can swap on the ring and not get stuck up like what just happened there. And let's also, while we're at it, kindle this fire, because we want the 10 Estus for this. As you saw, we only killed one king and used 4 Estus, so at the rate we were tracking, that actually should work, but we're going to want to keep at that clip, so. Excuse me. We also are probably going to take a detour after we kill this one to go pick up Great Fireball, since I don't have it. Because that is going to be useful for, I believe, the Calamite kill, based on what I saw. When I first started this, I wasn't going to necessarily do any research on the Soul Level 1 run. I'd kind of done this before, and I have a lot of knowledge about the game, so I was going to go for it. But someone did point out, when I was on the subreddit, that Calamite does have fire resistance, but there are actually pyromancy builds that will kill it. And so I went and looked up a YouTuber I follow that had done a video on it, and I completely had forgotten this video. So we might actually try a pyromancy kill on Calamite, even though the crossbow is actually, it takes a little while, but it's fairly reliable and consistent. But we might try a couple pyromancy attempts on him first. And let's actually attune the magic this time. There we go. Alright, we're going to attempt to run our way there, and if this doesn't work, then I'll actually take off some armor and get us running a little bit faster. And actually, Hovel may not be an option, because I'm pretty sure it weighs more than the stone armor, even though it gives us a little bit more defense, so this may just be a better option, all things considered. Alrighty. Now we're going to slow run. And now that we're fat rolling, those little correction dodges are not going to be possible, but we're going to attempt to run back. This is the height of arrogance, my friends. The height of arrogance. Oh, we ran out of stamina. Crap. I have no idea why I did that, but I'm very thankful. That saved our life. I flew to its death. Awesome. Thank you, good buddy. They will lead with that stab quite often, so we want to try and milk that as much as we can. This first one's going to stutter before he attacks us, so we want to take advantage of that if we can. I think he actually used the lifesteal, or the humanity steal. I think it's called lifesteal. Even though what it does is actually drain. In Dark Souls 3, it drains life. In this, it just drains soft humanity, I believe. As you can see, I'm stuttering a little bit on my movement because I want to, I don't want to run out of, there we go, excellent, made it. We should be home free at this point. There we go. And a couple of slow fat rolls just to make sure we get there. Alright, so let's run down. We're going to run down a couple because I forget which one it is, but one of these actually is above another, so you can actually just clip yourself on the way down and kill yourself if you're not paying attention. Alright, remember, we need to count Great Combustions. Let's go for our souls. Oh, perfect. It's on the way. Excellent. This is off to a great start. Epic dodge, epic dodge, epic dodge. Dang it. We're fine. We actually poised that. Good. 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 Keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going. Combustion now. Excellent, and he spawned close. Awesome. We don't have to run very far. And 490 damage. That is not bad at all. And another double hit. We should be able to get this on the next one. Alright, this is going incredibly awesome. God, I wish I knew the bellowing dragon, or the... Is it bellowing? I think it's bellowing. I wish I knew the bellowing dragon crest ring augmented pyromancy damage. This would have been amazing to know from the start of this run. Would have gone for that so fast. Come on. Come on. Where are you spawning? Where are you spawning? I want to try and keep it full health in case we get hit by the blast. Or at least as close to full health as possible. Shit. Holy crap. We lost power within. We lost power within, but we're still on business. Crap! We gotta do damage. We gotta go for it. Come on, come on, come on. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Yes! Oh man, that was awesome. Okay. Second try 4 Kings on Soul level 1. That is, I am extremely proud of that. This night started super, super rocky, but that makes up for it. Oh man, that's great. Ah. And now we no longer need the ring. Fantastic. Actually, the Crown of Dusk we probably should have had equipped, but ultimately we were alright. And plus, the extra poise and armor from the helmet probably helped, because we were tanking some hits there at full health that we probably should not have been able to. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I am so happy with how this turned out. And now we got all these souls! Okay, so we're definitely going to go back to whatchamacallit. Blighttown. We're gonna make sure we pick up the last of the pyromancies we don't have. Hold on 1 second. Okay, we're back. Sorry, I'm getting random invites on the Xbox Party app, and I don't recognize who is sending them. So I'm wondering if I have a follower I don't realize, or if it's from another game I played on, or what. But we don't quite know what's happening, so we're going to just let that one simmer for a second. Excuse me. And get on with our business. Excuse me. Alright. So Firelink is probably our closest drop. I think Quilana is the name of the Izalith which we're going to see. Looks so much better, human. Less like Stick and more like Dante. Oop doop. Alright, so Four Kings, Seath, and the Bed of Chaos are down. Now all that's left, I believe, is... Well, we do have to kill Pinwheel. We have to kill Pinwheel on the way to... well, let's pick up Beatrice's stuff. Beatrice is an NPC you can summon to fight the Moonlight Butterfly. She might be able to fight something else, but Moonlight Butterfly is where I recognize her. But her stuff will drop here once you're far enough in the game, whether you make use of her or not. But yeah, so Pinwheel and Nito should be left as far as the main game bosses, and then I think we're pretty much it. Like, we need to kill 2 bosses in the DLC, and then it should be ready to go hit Gwyn. If we have an especially productive session next time, we might actually be done with this in 2 sessions. And I do luckily still have the very first session from this run, so I think I'm going to try and download those tonight, and I might like upload them on YouTube just to get the entire series going in one run. Since apparently I need to get with the new media after after our last stream, the suggestion to get a Twitter and whatnot. And let's hop down here. Shortcut. Prithee, be careful. I'm just thinking that every time I look up at the chat screen in TX, I hear it in my head.
suppose I can please.
Oh, that's right. If you come back and talk to her after Bed of Chaos, she'll give you Fire Tempest. Awesome. Awesome. This is going so well. No purchase, no ascension.
Thank you. I suppose I can call.
You're welcome, Quilana. I hope you have a good life.
Very well.
Go see your sister, the Fair
There's
Lady.
nothing left.
And we have 60,000 souls burning a hole in our pocket, and nothing to use them on. I think these things are fire resistant. But there is a... You know, actually, while we're here, we're going to take a detour. This is something I wanted to do at some point, but I didn't know when it was going to come up naturally, and I think this is as good a time as any. There is an area of the game we wouldn't go to typically on a... Oh, interesting. There's an area of the game we're not typically going to go to on this kind of run because there's no reason to go there. There's no items we can really make use of aside from finding some additional upgrade materials on the way to the area. And like there's a covenant there with a weapon that we definitely can't wield, and there's no bosses in the area. So, and we're not doing any NPC quest lines, so there's literally no reason for us to go there. But it is my favorite area in the game. It is hauntingly beautiful. And we're going to take a quick detour. Should take us about maybe 5-10 minutes with how fast we're running to be able to get there and just take in the sights and sounds. So we're going to head this way. You can fully explore Blighttown and find some fun stuff, but we are going to get to that gigantic hollow tree there. We are going to get poisoned, but there is a bonfire inside this tree. And especially for upgrading items via magic, fire, divine, that sort of thing. Actually, it may just be magic and fire, but there's a lot of good upgrade materials down here, and especially from farming the slugs. But what we're going to do is we're going to come up here. There is an item, plank shield if you do a deprived start, and a very obvious hidden wall. And then a less obvious hidden wall. The Great Hollow. So this takes us to the area that I love. And this is actually kind of a fun area. It's kind of like Bed of Chaos. That's a bit of a platformy area. It's very vertical. It has a lot of areas where you kind of drop down. There is a ring here that's kind of good to have, so we're going to grab that on our way down. And there's a lot of upgrade materials. So I believe there's basically one of every type of chunk, and there's a few crystal lizards that you can kill that will drop additional upgrade materials. So, like if you're trying to upgrade something in particular, this is actually not a very bad place to go in the first, or to stop by to pick up those items. Let's see, we should be able to. Yes, excellent. And Chloranthy ring right here. This has the same effect as the shield. It buffs your stamina regen, and I believe it stacks with the shield, so you can have both equipped and get much better stamina regen than you would normally have. Oh crap! Yeah, so this is the kind of thing you run into here. There are a lot of platforms, and Dark Souls is not a platformer, so it is very easy to miss your step and fall to your doom. And it can be a little difficult to figure out where you're supposed to go, because it all kind of blends together as you're looking down, so you may miss where you're supposed to go. Alright, we had jumped over here. And we're probably not going to see that bloodstain, but... Oh, that's disappointing. That's disappointing. Oh, cool. And ironically, that jump was easy. It was this one right here. It was just walking up this that ganked us. Ooh, Titanite chunk. Awesome. Well, I did say I think there's one of each one here. Oh, Nameless Soul. And there's going to be more basilisks here. So we're not done with those. But I believe once you get every item here, there is a crystal lizard that will let you get a slab. And I don't know if it's a random slab or if it's just a Titanite slab, but it does exist. Oh, screw you. Bad basilisk. We might try... Let's try... As I said, I'm not quite sure the best way down, especially when we start freeform falling, so this might just be a series of us falling to our death several times. Stop it! Ooh, blue Titanite chunk. Blue Titanite is for magic and enchanting, either getting the magic plus 10 or enchant plus 5. White Titanite chunks are for divine plus 10 or occult plus 5. Ooh, we're at the end. Okay, awesome. Oh, actually, let's drop right here. Red is for fire or chaos. And the normal Titanite chunks are for lightning crystal or normal reinforcement. And there is a ladder somewhere around here. We're going to ignore those guys. Ah, here it is. There's also, we can fall down. No, stop it. I don't want to be cursed. Ah, dang it. Nameless soldier souls. That's not helpful. Okay, we should be able to just freely run down at this point. That you can fall down from the canopy above and land on that branch. And we should be near the bottom. I think a little bit further we can land on those mushroom pads and then take a mushroom pad stair step down to the very bottom. Yeah, here we go. Alright. And there are these guys here. The little ones are just kind of obnoxious. The big ones will one-punch man us to death. And it's not just us. I believe on my casual playthrough I recently did on the Switch, just because I hadn't beaten it yet, I was playing a normal character, and I still got one-punched by the giant mushrooms about halfway through the game still. So they pack a wallop. They pack a very mighty wallop. And now, this beautiful area. I'm not going to do a whole lot of talking, because there's really nothing to really point out here. We're just going to enjoy the ambience and enjoy the sight. There's also a Hydra here we can fight, but we're not going to bother with it. We don't need another Dragon Scale, and I think that's all it gives is a Dragon Scale. It will follow us and give us some hell, but as long as we stay mobile, we should be okay. And immediately I eat those words. we should be home free now. I actually didn't realize the Hydra jumped sides. I knew it followed you and gave you hell, but I didn't realize it actually flew through the air. So the main appeal here is the Dragon Covenant, which you can join. This is where you get the infamous Dragon Head, and as you advance through the Covenant, you get a Dragon Stone for the body, and then augmented damage and defenses, I believe, for both the special attacks you get from the head and the body. There's also a Dragon Weapon here by severing this tail, as with pretty much every dragon. The Dragon Greatsword, which we definitely can't use. I think you probably pick up on the pattern here at this point. But, the Dragon Scales are actually kind of an annoying upgrade resource because they are also the Covenant resource for this. And you can get them, the Dragon Covenant is a PvP Covenant. You put down a sign basically, and if you get pulled into a world for a duel, the winner gets a Dragon Scale. And so it's a little annoying that the way you progress through the Covenant is also the way you upgrade Dragon items, and there are more than a few Dragon items, so it is kind of an obnoxious catch. Not really catch-22, but just an obnoxious multi-use for it. But Ash Lake is, honestly, in my opinion, it's breathtakingly beautiful. It might be the, the most captivating area in all of the Dark Souls games. It's supposed to, I believe in lore, be like a residual area from the time of the Age of Grey, of the Eternal Dragons. And so, it is just a beautiful area. The first time I came into this area, because I literally just stumbled upon it while I was in Blighttown, and I wasn't really sold on Dark Souls yet. I wasn't like really pulled in. As much as I enjoy it now, there was a time when I didn't really like understand the appeal of Dark Souls. I thought it was just overhyped. And one of the things in that first playthrough that I actually finished the game and got into it, one of the things that like made me stop and just appreciate the game was Ash Lake. And so it's always been one of my favorite areas, and truly an experience that I always enjoy. Alright, so enough mushy crap. Let's get ready to go down to the catacombs. Now, there is going to be a bonfire, and this is actually a bonfire we didn't, I don't think we triggered while we were down there. If we did, that'd be great on our way to... No, we didn't. Okay, so we do need to trigger it. It's the bonfire by Vamos. So we're going to head down that way. Really... Pinwheel shouldn't be that difficult. We're just going to run in Great Combustion a couple times, fully decked out with buffs. There is another buff we're not using, Red Tearstone Ring, but we're just not taking advantage of that right now because it requires you to take a lot of damage. I believe it's sub 20% health. You get another substantial buff to damage. And that may be something we use for Calamite or maybe some of the other bosses, but for right now it's just not... It's not necessarily worth it. And once we take out Pinwheel, we've got to figure out how we want to approach Nito, because the Nito by himself is not really a difficult boss. What makes Nito difficult is the fact that So I think I went over this when we came through here. The skeletons, they will respawn as long as they have this guy here. And he is quite obnoxious. And they'll keep respawning as long as they're... I guess their link, whatever you want to call it, as long as it's available, unless you kill that link. Well, for the Nito boss fight, the skeletons in the boss arena, Nito is that link for it, so they're going to keep respawning until Nito's dead, unless you use a Divine Weapon. Divine Weapons will put down respawning skeletons for good the first time you actually kill one with it. And so... we have an issue in that boss battle is already going to be difficult enough at Soul Level 1, but the skeletons that are just going to keep respawning and keep dogging us and giving us issues, they're going to cause us relentless problems going forward. And so it might actually be worthwhile to try to take a Divine Weapon in there and use that to put them down. But we don't need to figure that out yet. We're going to come back here and trigger this bonfire and just kind of keep hitting checkpoints on our way down. Coming right. Dang it. Excellent. Bonfire me. Does that not count because he's not technically dead? Oh, that's so lame. Okay, let's pull him out here, and then kill him. Well, kill him in quotes. Good. Alright, let's hit that bonfire and reset the area. Ow. My body. Excellent. So just getting more and more checkpoints as we progress our way down. We should actually be able to get to the shortcut to Vamos right here. We'd actually exit out through this area. Yes, right here. Okay, perfect. And no, he's dead already. Excellent. So we just actually walk off the edge right here. Oh, no, we missed it. And this is why you don't get confident, children. This is why you don't get confident. So many mistakes were made. But luckily it's not that big of a reset. So, I'm not for certain we might be able to kill Nito tonight, because once we get past Pinwheel, aside from just navigating the Tomb of the Giants, it's not that difficult to get down to the Nito boss fight. Really, the biggest issue is just getting there and then doing the boss battle itself. So we may try a couple of attempts without actually killing the skeleton, just going for Nito, because he will splash damage them. So he can actually kind of disable them for a little bit until they respawn. But, unfortunately... Okay, so yeah, we do have to actually sit at the bonfire to have it as a warp point. That's a little annoying, but yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Are we going to power within it? There's not really a reason for us to, but... whatever. Let's go in fully loaded. Alright, now we're going to dodge skeleton wheels like we did last time. Hopefully as well as we did last time, because I think we first tried it on the way to Pinwheel's boss fight. I'm going to run zigzag, because we're not going to have very much time once we see them come off the back of the screen. So we want to kind of just keep a little off-kilter, so they're not going to go right to us and unlock us. Perfect. Get wrecked. Okay. And now for the spooky pinwheel. So in all honesty, we should know pretty quickly if we're going to be able to take out Nito on this run. Because like I said, getting to him is not going to be that difficult. Because we're not really going to do any exploring inside the Tomb of the Giants. There's a lot of stuff down there, but nothing really pertinent to us or our purposes. So he's going to spawn a lot of decoys, and we're going to two-shot him. And the decoys, I believe you can kill them, but I don't remember if it's worthwhile, because he'll just keep spawning more, and like you saw, we killed him in 2 with the benefit of 3 buffs, so... we got that going for us. Alright, so while we're still power within, we've got the Vamos bonfire. Let's equip the sunlight maggot, because you can't see in this area. There's a spell for light, there's the sunlight maggot, and there's also a lantern you can carry in one of your hands that will light the area. Sunlight maggot is, I think, probably the best and the most effective. That was not a dodge, and luckily it didn't work. It didn't matter, so we're going to drop down here. Oh crap, do we go... I think so, yeah. Yeah. Excellent. And then down here, and we should be at the Tomb of the Giants bonfire. Success! And just fall down. Booyah. Alright. This is the main bonfire in Tomb of the Giants. Coming from here to Nito, we're not that far off. There's one bonfire slightly closer, but this is a warp bonfire, so we will always come back to this point if we have to leave this area for some reason. So let's, we'll leave what we have for now, just because it doesn't really matter. Let's just get going. I'm trying to think if it would be worthwhile to go drop the raw axe and make it a divine weapon to try and take out those. The dogs are a pain in the butt, but we're going to run past things for the most part. Woo! Ironically, if we do go the divine path, we might actually want to explore the Tomb of the Giants, because the ember that actually buffs your divine weapons to +10, it's down here. Thank you. Alright, we're good. We're good. Okay, so... What? He didn't respawn? Dude, what are you doing? What was that hitbox? Excellent. Ooh, white Titanite chunk. Funny, I thought the halberds gave you blue, but So I thought the chunks were determined based on the type of Black Knight, but it may actually just be unique to the Black Knight in a given area. So the Black Knights will always give you a specific kind of chunk, but it looks now currently like it's based not on the type of weapon they wield, but on the area they're in. Or just the specific point that that Black Knight is at. But I very likely could be mistaken on that. Let's see. The weapons to... Really? I got hit by a Black Knight Halberd. That's... Black Knight Halberd is one of the better weapons in the game. There is an entire speedrunning... Or it's gone defunct over the years as better strats have been discovered, but the Black Knight Halberd used to be one of the primary weapons you would use in going for... Sorry, let me check one thing real quick. In a speedrun, you would intentionally try to go in and... You try and go get a Black Knight Halberd drop for the speedrun. Oh, cool. Oh, wow. A friend of mine has decided to start a fighting game Discord for our group of friends and host Wednesday night fights. Not the local. Not the streamed local, but I just saw the invite for it, and he went above and beyond, man. That is fantastic. Okay, so Nito, what are we going to do here? Are we going to power within it? If so, then yeah, let's go ahead and seance up. If we're going to actually attempt to kill him in without killing the skeletons, then we probably do want to power within and firestorm. 2 magic. Chaos Storm is the best, but Fire Tempest is better, and for our purposes, that'll be fine. The Nito boss fight has a lot of little things that, again, in a normal playthrough, I would put Nito as probably maybe the second hardest boss fight, just because, in all honesty, Seath is not that difficult, Bed of Chaos is just more tedious. But I would say Four Kings is definitely worse than Nito. In a Soul Level 1 run, I would say Four Kings is still a little bit worse. But as you saw, there are some very consistent strats to kind of just tank through the Four Kings and take them out. Nito has a few things that, just between like the skeletons, and he's got kind of a tracking attack that is a bit difficult to dodge. They're just little things that on a run where you don't have much health to gamble with, it can really screw you over. So that's why I'm kind of a little hesitant that we might have some noteworthy difficulties with Nito, just because of the little things that make him a difficult boss fight for this type of run. But we'll get to take the Sunlight Maggot off here because now we can see. And if you'll notice, that area we were just at, that's Ash Lake. So I'm glad we went there first before now, because then I would really, really feel disappointed I didn't go to Ash Lake now that I see it. And if we were humified, there'd be an invader that would spawn down there. Ah, crap. No! Ah. I am a dum-dum. I am a big dum-dum. Let's go pick up Homeward Bones. While I'm thinking about this, let's go get some Homeward Bones. Warp to, I believe Chester sells them. God, I feel so stupid. Man, that was such a moment. Yes, awesome. Oh, can I actually buy... I can max out my stock without running out of... Awesome. Let's see. Humanity might be nice to have... whatever. Let's do it.
So long.
We have some souls we can drop if we need to buy more crap, so... And... let's just Homeward Bone back. Awesome. We can probably find our way back without it, but we're going to Sunlight Maggot it just to make this a bit more quick. But as you saw, the path to Nito's area is not very difficult. Actually, I have combustion equipped this time if we want to try and kill the kill the crystal lizard this time. Wow, that was just so much dumb. Crown of Dusk, awesome. I was gonna laugh if we stepped off the edge. Took off the Sunlight Maggot a little too quickly. There we go. Titanite chunk? Ah, just twinkling Titanite green Titanite shards. Oh, shucks. Alright, there are the Skull Towers. We can one-hit kill them. Okay, because it's easier to run past, to just kill one than try to run past it. So we're going to do it right. It's this one here. Oh, wow. That actually just disappeared. That was extremely convenient. And keeping in the tradition of Dark Souls, Pinwheel is now just an enemy in the environment. And not even one that despawns. He's just there, and he will cause us issues. But we're going to mainly just run past him. The tracking on that move is not very good. I will get hit with it just because I said that, but for the most part it's not very good. I regret nothing. The tracking on that move is terrible. Me playing poorly does not change that. Boras. Okay. Screw it. We're going to try and find our way blindly because I am too lazy to equip the Crown of Dusk. Okay. Dark Souls is actually an isometric. We hug the wall here. And there should be 3 skeleton doggies next to us, but we're not going to worry about those because we're just going to go right here and fall through that hole, and we should be good. Yeah, awesome. It would have been slightly faster to actually equip the light, but lazy. Also, those 2,000 souls we lost are not that important, so we're not too worried about losing them. Let's equip combustion just in case we need to. No, we can run past. Awesome. Actually, yeah, we need combustion equipped just in case we need to kill that thing. Good. Ah, crap. Okay. Swing through here. He's gonna get that attack off, so we're gonna run through that pillar. Ah! said, again, me playing terrible does not change the fact that tracking on that move is crap. We are going to equip the Sunlight Maggot, though. Just to, since if I'm going to keep dying at the freaking pinwheels, then we're going to at least try and make this part as painless as possible. Oy vey. Alright, Nito, the first of the dead. We're coming for you. I'm taking my time, but I'm gonna get to you. I'm gonna get you. Excellent, Crowder Dusk. Alright. Third try. At this point, I'm gonna be very tickled if it takes me more tries to get to Nito than it takes me tries to kill him. And honestly, that would be the best case scenario here. I first try Nito after taking 3 failures to get to him. Excusey. Da 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 da. This is that time of night where I start making weird noises. Excuse me. Just nice skeletons. Nice skeletons. Also, you may not have seen it yet, but there are tiny skeleton babies that are going to pop out of the water and out of those skeletons I destroyed, and they're going to come at us, and they will toxic us if they build up their element. They're freaking adorable, but terrifying. See, did you see it literally just, like, running there in the background? Looking extremely terrifying, but kind of cute at the same time. Alright. Made it to Nito. Okay, so we're going to pop Power Within, unequip the ring. And Fire Tempest first. Oh, crap. That's the move. You can hear the scream, and it tracks incredibly well. You can dodge it, it's just, it's very difficult to effectively dodge. Oh, crap, come on! One of the big ones hit us. Ah, so he will actually do a significant amount of damage to his own people, but that's the problem, is that one thing just barely clipped us and it interrupted our cast because we have no poise. And in order to get some poise, we would have to equip a ring, and that would cause us to lose another attunement slot. As well as the buff, and the buff we desperately want. Okay, so let's equip Power Within. I feel like I'm doing the death cam wrong warp, or it's not a warp, but the death cam glitch. Boop! Alright, awesome. We're good. There's a skip, I guess I'll just call it the death cam skip, but there's a skip in certain areas where if you can trick the game into thinking that you've died when you haven't, the camera angle that occurs will actually, like, it'll be really funky, but essentially since the game thinks you're dead, it will despawn a lot of stuff that would normally be in your way. And so you'll just kind of progress through the area, but the problem is that your camera angle gets fixed at a certain height, and so it will just kind of be hovering above you or way far below you, depending on where you are in the world. And it kind of looks like that, where we just have the camera above us following us along at kind of a weird angle. But we aren't really doing any skips for the Soul Level 1 run, so that's not something I attempted. It's not something I've ever done, period, because I haven't really, like, sped run this game or anything. But, speed ran, I guess, maybe is the proper past tense for speed run. But, good dodge. Learned our lesson. There's a shiny there, we don't care. Alright, and we need to kindle that fire that we are using. Alright. Good, no attack, awesome. Here come little guys. I'm gonna try and lure the little guys away. Dang it! Okay, see, he hit one of his people. God dang it! So that is the biggest issue here, is that those stupid skeletons will interrupt us casting Fire Tempest. And now we have to redo this. Okay, so let's do... We'll try this a couple more times. We might just kill the skeletons, just to get them down long enough for us to be able to get in on Nito. Because Nito's attacks, as you saw, are fairly slow. So the big thing there is just, you know, dodging the very first active frames and where the hitbox is going to be on an attack, and then... Ooh, White Titanite chunk. We took a little cave there. The big thing is just dodging the startup of the attack, where it's not going to hit you, and then casting Fire Tempest or Firestorm or whatever from the safety of, you know, not being there. What was Miyagi's line? Best defense, no be hit. So yeah, that is going to be a strat we attempt. This time I think, yeah, we're going to try and kill... Okay, so we'll make it the condition. If he doesn't do the tracking stab, we'll try and kill the skeletons as they come to us and then run in and Fire Tempest him. Because I'm hoping that between our 3 buffs... A Fire Tempest with half-decent RNG, we shouldn't need too many Great Combustions to put him down. But we shall see how foolish or how good that idea is. We've died 3 times to Nito already. Or 2 times? 3 or less. Stop it. There are the baby skeletons. Woo! Cute little babies. Stop it. Awesome. Success, kid. Didn't need that extra glitch. Hahaha, invincibility frames. Get wrecked. Okay. And we're going to use combustion. That should kill the little guys in one go. Crap, we forgot to kindle. That's fine. That's fine. That's okay. All right, come on, little punks. Oh yeah. That other one was already up. God dang it, this is a worthless strat. Okay. New plan. We try to get a Fire Tempest off. I know, it sounds like the old plan. It is. It is! This is the time Somi has lost his mind. So take it back. Nito's going to be more difficult than the 4 Kings. Who would have thought? But for obvious reasons. We take a big hit to health just dropping into the area because we have too low int to do fall control or just to be able to tank hits. And then the little guys, like, on a slow level 1 run, this might be harder than 4 Kings, honestly, but that's only because I had a really, really good showing on 4 Kings. And I didn't get power within. I would be pissed if I got at that fight without it. Okay, should be getting pretty good at running in the dark now. Oh crap, son of a... Idiot. And this is why we don't get cocky in Dark Souls. We admit our limits, we use nightlights, and we go. In a weird way, even though this is much fewer attempts, and in all honesty, probably it'll be much fewer attempts overall when we do manage to kill him, it'll be fewer attempts than Artorias. Artorias wasn't as annoying, despite my own humble pie on that one, because there was no setup to it. We literally just ran to the boss fight, with the setup we have, and that's fine. We have to... Oh, crap. Yeah, Leroy's coming. Okay, that's fine. We'll ignore him. We won't be human for much longer. But there's so much just, like, little adjustment stuff you do on the way to this boss fight for the strat that is just kind of annoying. Laugh if Leroy was on my tail. Oh good, that one fell off too. Excellent. Goodbye, Paladin Leroy. Okay. Okay, so we're going to try to just get those 3 skeletons away. And heal quickly before I get ganked. There we go. That's it. Run away, boys. Yes! That's what I'm talking about. Yes, got him. All right. Awesome. Oh. Whew. See, literally, we took 3 spell casts and we killed him. It's just the little skellies are the big problem there. So yeah, it took us like 4 or 5 tries. Also, fun fact, in the catacombs, there is a little teleport that takes you down here before the boss fight, and you can join Nito's Covenant, which is also a PvP covenant where you invade people with phantoms. It is gloriously evil. Alright, so I believe we've killed everything in the main game except for Gwyn. We're going to go ahead and unlock... we're going to go ahead and... if I can stop messing with the controller. We're going to go ahead and unlock... the path to the Gwyn boss fight, and then we're gonna go back to the DLC and get set up for Calamite, which I don't think we're gonna try tonight, but we're at least going to. Give me 1 second. Okay, and we're back. We are almost ready to turn down for the night, but we're gonna just knock out a couple things real quick. So first, we're gonna get down to the Firelink altar, and Frompt is asleep. This is annoying, but with the power of the Lord Vessel, we can ignore fall damage on this one part of the game. There's no satisfying splat, unfortunately. Alright. And if we offer all 4 Lord Souls, we get access to Gwyn. But again, we're not going to kill him tonight. We're going to go watch the most epic cutscene in the game as we get ready for Calamite. And then I think that's where we'll leave off. We may try the quick strat for Calamite tonight, just for giggles. And then we'll leave, I think, our last 3 boss battles for next week. Which, to the best of my knowledge, I am going to check this during the week, but to the best of my knowledge, I think we are at the point where we only have 3 bosses left, 2 in the DLC, 1 in the main game. So we don't need any setup right now. The finicky thing, so there are 3 bosses left, and next week will basically just be a boss rush because we have all the areas unlocked. We don't need to do anything special. I think, let me double check real quick. Let me make sure I've got this shortcut unlocked, otherwise we'll do that real quick because it's just a quick run. Yeah, we do, okay. Anyway, so the 3 boss battles we have left, we are basically just right at them. We can just run straight to them next week. So hopefully, unless we just get really bogged down, which Manus is probably the one that has the best chance of giving us hell. If we use the quick strat on Calamite, even if we take a few tries to get there, it shouldn't be that difficult. And then Gwyn shouldn't be hard. We've got a target shield, parrying him is pretty easy, and forgiving with a target shield, so it may take us a few tries just if we get some bad hits. But we shouldn't take too many times on that one. So what we have here is this thing doesn't have a fog gate yet, but it will. We're going to come down. And you heard the angry noises. That's Calamite. He is a fearsome black dragon. We're going to attempt... need him to carpet bomb the area. There he is, crap! We might be dead. He will one-shot us. So it's easier to homeward bone out, but you can also get to this ladder safely. And basically, he carpet bombs the area no matter where you're at and kills you. And then once he has attacked, a fog gate will form in this area when you come down here for the first time. Or when you come back down here. And we have to go talk to the last Knight of Gwyn, whom we haven't met yet. And he will actually shoot Calamite down, so that way he can't carpet bomb the area and has to fight us fairly. And it is a great cutscene for a game that doesn't have them. Oh, where'd you come from? That's bad. We want normal combustion. Attack me. There we go. And we definitely want power within, so... the setup for Calamite, who does have some decent fire resist, basically you use all of the pyromancy buffs in the game, Crown of Dusk, Bellowing Dragon Crest Ring, Power Within, and Red Tearstone Ring, and basically with a little bit of RNG, you can either one-shot him with Fire Tempest or Chaos Storm, or you get him down to just like 1 or 2 Great Fireballs and he's dead. We are not going to use Red Tearstone Ring, because granted, he should be able to kill us outright on most of the things he does, but I'm not a big fan of that strat, so we're not going to use Red Tearstone Ring, but we are going to head down with 3 buffs at least, and still try for probably Chaos Storm and Great Fireball, and see what we can make happen. So we'll try that tonight, at least maybe 1 or 2 tries, and then if it doesn't work, we'll call it a night. And we'll leave Calamite for next week. Just a little over our expected. Yeah, we'll stream 1.5 hours, 2 hours in a session. Oh crap, no, it's over here. Sorry. Got myself reversed. We picked up the crest key inside the township down here, and excuse me, the place we use it is up here. We go up these stairs. There is a nice giant up here that we can buy great arrows from. I believe he sells a couple other things, but not really just a whole bunch of stuff, just a few things. And you can hear him sharpening arrows right now. But he is the 4th Knight of Gwyn, an unlikely knight as he is a dragon.
this world with honoring, and here I am, retired of little dragons, we knights, exhilarate with our twilight.
That's weird. He's supposed to give me the option to shoot down Artorias.
Farewell,
We have to talk to him again.
tomorrow.
There we go. Yes.
Yes, he's called Ferocious Dragon. I intend.
To the bitter end. Go.
Good. I've taken, and I owe thee much for
I think
thy
it's go.
service to Artorias. Now, watch and see how
Goff, sorry.
Dragon.
And now we're about to see a very old, very blind giant put a dragon on the ground. Ah, great. Great shot.
That bat will be, the rest is in thine hands.
Alright. Well, we're probably not going to pull it off tonight, but we're going to give 2 or 3 tries to breaking the bat. Now, Calamite is widely regarded as a very difficult boss fight, but this is one that I haven't always understood. And again, I am kind of full of it, because I first tried Sanctuary Guardian, and then you guys saw me die like 2 dozen times to Artorias when I said that Artorias is probably the easiest boss. But the reason I don't give too much thought to Calamite is that Calamite and Manus are 2 bosses that pretty much give you ample openings to heal. Calamite basically, after most attacks, even if you try to get an attack in first, you can typically always get a heal off safely. Manus, if you dodge an attack, you can pretty much always get a heal off safely. But Calamite, for the most part, he has a lot of very long attacks and very long windups, and so you can basically always safely heal on him. And all of his attacks are very well telegraphed. Like, there's maybe there's a double swipe of his claws, and then there's a lunging swipe of his claws that are very similar, but that's about it. Like, that's really the extent of like the attacks that kind of look similar. So, and we want to get to the waterfall because he should only use ranged attacks from there, and his ranged attacks have very long active frames. So we want to get him to the waterfall, get him to use a ranged attack, and then run it in Chaos Storm. And you know, while we're here, let's get the Titanite Slab. Not that we're going to use it. Oh, that's bad. So we had terrible RNG on Chaos Storm. Oh, good, good. So red tier stone ring might be necessary for this attempt to work. If we're going to do that, though, we need to equip Firestorm, because we'll need 2 rings for that, and so... Or Fire Tempest, not Chaos Storm. Switch these. Alright. We'll try a couple more attempts. But yeah, at this point, we should be all set for next week to just do a boss rush. And finish out the Soul Level 1 run. Whew. That was close. So I don't think I explained this, but we're up to in excess of several Estus flasks because the Firelink Shrine will give you 20 Estus once you've actually given all the souls to the altar, but there's also a way to kindle up to 20, and that's the rite of kindling that we got from Pinwheel. Now, we haven't used it, but that is also an option to get it, so the actual maximum use of Estus is 10. Or, I mean, is 20, not 10. Alright. Alright, here we go. We're going to try and pull this off. Might just stand in the waterfall and dodge attacks while we wait for our health to go down so we get the red tier stone buff. I look away for 1 second, and he decides to be a douche. Oy vey. I've made a terrible mistake. Okay. Let's get power within back. Oh, someone's running back. Maybe they triggered the Calamy boss fight. Oh, what the heck? No, dogs are bad. Dogs are bad. There we go. We love dogs, just not these dogs. That was scary. Oh, come on, Calamite. We so should have died. Oh, that's bad. We're dead. Yeah. So yeah, this strategy requires some RNG. But we have been streaming for a good amount of time for Amateur Hour, and we're going to call that here. So next week, we might try a couple more, at least for the Calamite portion of the night, we might try a couple more efforts to get good RNG, or we may just go the crossbow route and shoot him to death, because the last time I tried that, that actually worked fairly consistently. It just took a little bit of time. So we are going to be all set for next week, with hopefully finishing the Soul Level 1 run. It has been fun playing for you guys, and I hope you all have a lovely, lovely week. We will hopefully be back on Thursday with some Dragon Ball Fighters. Thank you, and have a good night.